Maybe. Welcome to Nerd Positive. This is a Facebook and YouTube live podcast that celebrates everything we feel is awesome in the hopes of spreading our fandoms to you. After the live show, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you find your audio fix. Each week, we dive into the hearts of fandoms, celebrating the things we love. From sci-fi to fantasy, movies to TV shows, and comics to video games, we explore the universes that have captured our imaginations and made us lifelong fans. Expect passionate discussions, in-depth analyses, side quests, and maybe even a few things hiding under the bed. So whether you're a yippee-ki-yay motherfucker or just dipping your toes in the fandom waters, Nerd Positive is the place to be, especially if you survive being fandemic. I'm the host, the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Buchanan. With me every week I have the unverified twin of Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the eyebrows, the unverified twin of Dave Batista in the head wrinkles, the unverified twin of Carl Weathers in the mustache,
the flavor savor,
the unverified twin of Tony Todd in the right earlobe, and the unverified twin of Shamar Moore in the nipples.
Oh,
Brian.
Yeah, I can't do the Joker voice.
Oh, Brian.
There it is. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you again for surviving the pandemic and now becoming Nerd Positive. I am your co-host, Brian Dennis, and Brian S. Dennis, and this week the S stands for crypto.
Yes, I love it, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Brian had a birthday yesterday. And yesterday, it was yesterday.
Friday. So a couple days.
Friday. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yep.
But man, so did you do anything fun, special? Tell us about it.
You know, just actually hung out. I want to take a low-key chill one. Definitely checking out Fantastic Four. I believe that comes out next week, so that's going to be the family birthday movie. So looking forward to that. Binged a couple things, started re-binging, going back through 911, loving some of the things that get to my favorites. Just all the things. And actually, you know what I did I re-binged Paradise, and it just holds up so well. And it actually made me re-update my my playlist to all the lovely 80s covers that they did. So yeah, so Shawn Michaels, I'm sure you're getting lots of play on iTunes, which you can really thank Paradise for bringing back Every Rose Has Its Thorns. There we go. Yes.
All right, hey Leia, do you want to talk to Brian?
We're gonna do our early cameo. Let's do this.
Early cameo. All right, here you go. What are some of your favorite? Oh gosh, you got a cat. Oh.
Okay, you can put the cat down.
Talk in the microphone.
You can put the cat down. I don't think
the cat won't let go of me.
Hello.
Let go of me, cat. Let go of me.
She's trying.
Cat won't let go of me, and now we're not that good of friends.
You know, sometimes you grab the kitty, and sometimes the kitty grabs you. So yeah. How are you doing, Princess Leia?
I'm going good.
Are you? Okay. Do anything fun this weekend?
We went to a birthday party.
How was that?
It was good. And it was
very cool.
A little bit. Don't bite the ankle.
That is a cat being shitty.
Dang.
Is it a feral kitty?
No. I kind of made her in a bad mood by petting her a lot. I disrupted her peace.
So you got your cat in a bad mood and then give her to your dad.
Yeah.
Solid move. Solid move. All right. Well, me and your dad need to get started recording, but
leave it alone.
I told you guys something.
What?
It's like a little question, little cliffhanger
Let's
thing.
do it. Let's do it. I'm excited.
Hold on. In order to say it right, I have to grab up my phone.
Oh, okay. This ought to be
Oh,
good.
now it's really real.
So-
She's getting it off the phone. Okay.
So, if humans can't see air, can fish see water? But since humans can see water, can fish see air?
Yes.
Sure. Other than the fact that air looks the way air does and water looks the way it does, it's less about the fish and the humans and more about how water looks versus how air looks. But yeah.
You guys one day should do like ASMR on this microphone. Yes. You can just go.
You do enough of that. All right. Say bye-bye to Brian so we get going.
How about that, princess?
I'll go back to watching One Tree Hill. Love you both.
I love you too. All right. Brian.
So Bradley, as I was talking, I remembered I was talking to your daughter, not you. But just remember sometimes, Brad, sometimes you grab the kitty, sometimes the kitty grabs you.
Yeah. And that is my favorite of the week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's
And
your
I'm
favorites?
I'm going to get to him in 1 sec here. I'm going to pop my camera off. I forgot my lovely drink. So give me 1 sec here. Let me grab that.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I did not forget my drink. I like my Coors Light.
And now that I'm back, here we go. We will toast in the lovely, not the original contents of my lovely plastic bottle here. So
That's all right. Well, cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you.
all right. So favorites of the week. So I'm gonna talk about a couple shows that are
Yeah.
fantastic. So first off, I don't know if you've been catching up with Ballard, the new Amazon Prime show. It is really good. If you like that CSI, NCIS brand of it, but done on an Amazon platform, it is an excellent show. And of course, the true show of shows that has just been killing it has been the first part of season 2 of Sandman. That has just been, I know you texted me when it first dropped, and we've not really connected much about it. I absolutely like it better than the first season. I really like the first season. I have loved this, and similar to the episode where Sandman walked with his sister Death, watching Sandman walk with Delirium, especially episode 4, which is the Brief Lives episode, the episode that happened in the club, that was heart-wrenching on so many. And I'm assuming you've got through the first 6 episodes. The thing with Orpheus at the end of the first half that was truthfully sad and beautiful at the same time. So I got to give Sandman his flowers.
So, okay, I tried to watch Ballard, and the first episode lost me. Does it get better after the first episode?
It does get better. It does get better.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it another shot.
So when I tried it the second time, so the first time I tried watching it, I usually give a series like a couple times, like sometimes I'm just not in the best mood to watch it. It's not hitting like that.
Yeah.
So first time I tried watching it, came back the second time, it was fine. Similar to, I've now tried 3 times to get through Heads of State with John Cena and Idris Elba, and everything about it should work, and I can't. Another one, I don't know if you saw this one in the theater, but I just watched it this weekend. The Amateur with Rami Malek and Lawrence Fishburne. I actually watched it earlier today. I did get a chance to catch it in the theater. Not bad. I'm glad I saw it streaming versus in a theater, but another one, a good way to kill a couple hours. So
yeah, it's slow. It's a little bit slower than I wanted it to be.
Sure.
And all the good parts are in the trailer.
There is that. I will say, we also got, similar to my next I'm going to mention, we also got a whether you want to call it the Marvelous Miss Maisel or Lois Lane. We did get a sighting there, which leads me to the best movie I've seen in a couple. And this, actually, I've talked to some friends of mine about this as well, and I'm going to say something I never thought I would actually say about a live-action Superman movie. I've said about a couple of the animated ones like Red Son and Injustice. But from a live action standpoint, since Superman the movie, so 78, all the nostalgia, Christopher Reeve, saw that also as a kid. Superman 2025 was really, really good.
Yes.
I got to give James Gunn credit. It was really, really good.
Yeah, man. And if anybody has listened to our podcast for any amount of time,
yes, sir,
we probably don't go more than a couple episodes without giving Superman some hate.
Yeah,
it's going to get some love here.
Yeah, yes. For us, the S stands for shade. It is a thing. We're not super fans of Superman at all over here. Absolutely.
But this changes things. So I was just reading today that Superman did something that no other comic book movie has done.
Okay.
And that is, it has increased comic book sales.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like a lot of these comic artists, like people are winning. I mean, and that's one thing that I got to give it to James Gunn for, because that's my movie too that we'll talk about. But it made you want to know more. Like my 15 and 13-year-old daughters were asking me questions about Crypto and Supergirl and Woman of Tomorrow and who's Metallo and what's going on, like who, why is there more than one Green Lantern, and all these questions. And I'm like, yes, this is right. This felt right for the new DCU.
And it hooks you at the beginning where they talk about, 30 years ago, then 3 years ago, then 3 weeks, and all through. And I love the fact that, again, to set up, not to say that it always needs to be Marvel versus DC, but if there's gonna be a universe and a cinematic universe where people aren't getting burned out on these types of movies that you and I love a lot, is you have to acknowledge some similarities, but you got to give them some differences as well, or they all meld together, right? I've already seen that. No, you really haven't. So I love the fact they started out the bat with the term metahuman, and that is such a DC term. It is used throughout the movie. The casting was fantastic, and I love the way, and they also picked the right way of introducing Superman. It's gonna come up later with my honest ad. Is some of the things that we have criticized Superman on is
overpowered.
Yeah, exactly. He always, not only does he always, Batman generally wins, right? But there's very little drama, because almost two things is, okay, the dude wears glasses. That, okay, really? And then the other side of it is, but he's Superman. Like, there's no real drama in that, and we love wrestling a lot. We talk about when John Cena's criticism was he's super Cena. Like, he's always going to win. There's no real drama to this. And so they start off with him losing a battle, and point out the first time, and he took it on the chin a variety of ways. They made sure to make him vulnerable. And that's what you do, both vulnerable physically, but also vulnerable as a human being. They really played in. I love the fact they started with Lois already knowing. So there is no does she, doesn't she. The take on Jimmy and Perry, the take on all the supporting and minor characters was great. And bringing in, you got to have Lex Luthor into Superman.
Oh, this is the best Lex Luthor.
Yes, absolutely. But the bringing in of Ultraman and the Engineer was done so well, and I love the take on Luthor, and he's unapologetically evil, which I love. He is, to use a wrestling term, a true heel. It wasn't this megalomaniacal like he's unhinged. He just straight up is what makes evil. If you're gonna have a villain,
Yeah.
What to make that evil a true threat is evil that is evil but doesn't realize that it's evil. So in his head, everything he's doing is for the betterment of humanity, and he will do anything and destroy anyone for what he feels is the better humanity. I've said this on the pod before, that I kind of wrap up my take is my favorite comic of all time is Kingdom Come. And so much of Kingdom Come, the way that Lex Luthor is presented is metahumans, gods, destroy humanity's faith in humanity, right? So it puts us in a step down position. That was this Lex Luthor. It is, you're making us less special by your very existence. And got to give Nathan Fillion his flowers. And come on now, I kind of want a Justice Gang. That might be my new thing. That probably should have been my name instead of Crypto. It probably should have been the Justice Gang. And the take on Hawk Girl was fantastic.
And even that, I mean, like the Justice Gang, even just the three, because Mr. Terrific, I mean, was just amazing.
He was terrific, right?
I mean, all three of them, like, were scene stealers every time they were on there. And it definitely took you out, like, okay, this is more than Superman.
Yeah.
But it's also not. Like, Superman isn't the big blue Boy Scout yet.
Right.
I mean, he is golly Josh Darn, crab joy loving guy. I mean, like, I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am. You know.
And of course, because it's a James Gunn movie, have fantastic music throughout the movie.
I mean, and like I know there was a lot of criticism for the whole thing, like Superman's like being kind is the new punk rock.
Yeah,
but
it kind of is.
It works, I love man. It. Yeah,
and it's in line with who he is. If Batman says that, it falls hollow. If Guy Gardner says that, it falls hollow. Superman can say that because that's in line with Superman being Superman. The other thing, and you already hit on, we mentioned the members of the Justice Gang. This again goes back to kind of what Marvel did in bringing out the MCU. We talked before that they had to use second tier characters because their top tier characters were licensed to Sony. DC didn't have to do that, but we found in the movies that had the best characters that I've enjoyed the most were the Justice Society as presented in Black Adam, and the Justice Gang as presented in Superman. And if you look at the Justice Society, it's Dr. Fate, it's Hawkman, it's Atom Smasher, and a little bit on Atom Smasher. But then on this one, you have Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, and a Green Lantern, but not, especially given that his history of voicing Hal Jordan. He wasn't Hal Jordan. He was Guy Gardner, and he did a good job as Guy.
He was great,
including pulling off that horrible haircut the guy's always had.
Yeah, but you got middle fingered constructs.
Yes, God, that was great. And of course,
that is such a Guy Gardner thing.
Yeah,
I mean, like you wanted to root for the guy and punch him at the same time. Yeah, like so done well.
Right, and the presentation of Metamorpho, which was a great surprise.
Yeah.
And then bringing, like you said, spoilers, minor spoiler, is bringing in Supergirl at the end of, and of course, the character that steals it is Krypto. And I love that Krypto was a misbehaving super dog, because any of us that have owned dogs know that your dog will misbehave. Your dog is just so happy to see you. I've come in like, oh God, I'm just so tired, and dog just jumps up and down because they're happy that daddy's home. Same deal. He crash lands. Krypto, I need you one thing. He's doing everything but the one thing. And of course eating the T-spheres, which was fantastic.
Oh, dude, that fight scene with Mr. was amazing. But like more on the Krypto and Supergirl thing really quick was that like Krypto's not a good, even he's a good dog, but he's like a untrained mess of a dog and woman of tomorrow. And the fact that none of us picked that up in the trailer is another good thing for the movie. Because we should have seen it coming, because they even announced they're going to do Woman of Tomorrow. Like, oh, we should be done because.
And it gave us again more of the, and it went to the Superman canon in a way that nothing had ever done to it. So just so I mean, I like this better. So again, especially if you're deeper into the nerd stuff as Bradley and I, Superman typically accesses his Force of Solitude with that big key that he has to lift and turn all the things. I love the DNA. So they gave us a hint to Ultraman. With that, the message from his parents, and then that secondary piece of it. That then they go and how they, again, without giving too much into how they handle that. The androids were so great. I mean, 4 almost had me with the ocular perspiration. You know, 4 almost had me there. And just, again, they reinforce, again, that he is the last son of Krypton and the power of the yellow sun. And even that quick little thing that I'm sure you caught up on, that Supergirl likes to go party on planets that have red suns, right? Because of the impact. So all the little pieces, like you said, it made me, even as I know a decent amount of Superman, that's because you can't love DC without absorbing about Superman. But it made you, when you kind of hit this point earlier, or you did hit this point earlier, it made you want to go more into it, which is what you want. This was meant to whet your appetite to learn more about it. And again, it gave us Superman, and it gave us, by my count, 6 other characters we cared about. We walked out of caring about Hot Girl. The Scream was fantastic. Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner as the Green Lantern, Supergirl, Crypto, and Metamorpho, or they called him the Element Man. So all those things were fantastic.
All right, real quick, Mike, I've got some favorites. Really, the only other show that I can add to what you said was Big Brother is back.
Okay.
In the comics, man, I still got to read Predator versus Spider-Man #4 to finish that. I'll talk about that more next week. I'll do I'll be doing a lunch break review on that one. I did read Absolute Batman #10. This is called Abomination, and this is the second part of the Bane part. So Batman, pretty much, the Batman's captive. Bruce Wayne is captive for like 10 months in Arkham. They're talking about how he has traps in his body. He has traps in his suit, and he's there just trying to get away. There is an introduction to Killer Croc, who's also one of his friends. You're going to be introduced to him in the zoo when you read that, and it's fantastic. It's written by Scott Snyder or by Nick Dragata. It's so good, so good. We'll talk more about that another time. But other than that, man, Brian, you want to wrestle?
Yes, sir. So we did record last week, and we actually it was a weekend full of wrestling. It was 3 cards. There was an NXT PLE, it was a Saturday Night Main Event, and then it was the Evolution, which is the all-women's PLE. So I'm not going to go through all the matches in detail. I'm just going to give results. And Brad, I will do Saturday Night's Main Event and then Evolution. I'm just going to ask you your favorite match, your least favorite match, and if you have a moment that really sticks out to you. So regarding Saturday Night's Main Event, it kicked off with Randy Orton with Jelly Roll as his second, coming out with Drew McIntyre, who was accompanied by Logan Paul. Orton wins the match by pinfall. The big thing, though, with that was we saw Jelly Roll getting Claymored at the end of that, which is going to lead to a tag match with Randy Orton and Jelly Roll taking on Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Next up, we got Solo Sikoa, the United States champion, defending the United States Championship versus his big brother, literal and biological big brother, Jimmy Uso. Solo retains in that. LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. I'm going to have to come back to that match. Gunther defeated Goldberg in a technical submission with the sleeper. A lot of people criticized after that match, not the match itself, but because it was on network television, Goldberg's retirement speech, which we knew would be coming after the match, got cut off. But then we've got LA Knight here taking on Seth freaking Rollins in what appeared to be, and there's been lots of footage in the week plus since this happened, of the knee injury. The WWE is being very purposely tight-lipped. Paul Heyman, his manager, has not said anything. Seth Rollins has not said anything publicly regarding it, but he definitely he has a history of knee injuries. He basically went for a moonsault move he does in most matches, and he came up hobbling on, I want to say it was the right knee. He also did a similar move from the top rope about probably 4 or 5 years ago that actually ended his first Universal title reign because he blew out his knee and required surgery. So this did not look to be as severe as he was able to stand up, take the BFT, and lose cleanly to LA Knight versus the match that he had at a house show a few years ago to blow out his knee. They had to absolutely stop the match. So I'm sure you have opinions on the Rollins situation, but first off, with these 4 matches, Orton McIntyre, Solo, Jimmy Uso, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, and Gunther Goldberg, which of those would you say was your favorite match?
Favorite match was Seth Rollins and LA Knight.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Even with what, in fact, I think the way he handled that, and the way, and got to give flowers to Seth, LA Knight, and the referee of having to just on the spot battle. Anyone that says wrestling is fake, this match shows you it may be predetermined. It is not fake. People get hurt all the time, and they muscle through it. The men and women who compete. I agree with you. And then, what about least favorite match?
My least favorite match was Gunther and Goldberg.
Yeah. Now let's give, and I'm going to be right on line with that. Yeah. So first off, Goldberg is 50, at least at the time of the match. I don't know when his birthday is. At the time of the match, Goldberg was 58 years old and has a history of a knee injury. I don't remember which knee it was. It was heavily braced. At 58 years old and hasn't wrestled a match. Even when he came back for his final run to WWE, where he beat Brock and got a couple title reigns. I mean, he was wrestling extremely short matches. It was basically shove, spear, jackhammer. For what you can expect from a 58-year-old, especially someone that's had as few matches he's had in probably the last decade to 15 years. But we knew Gunther was going to win, especially when they made it a title match. The ending was probably pretty predictable that he was going to put him in the sleeper. Goldberg was not going to tap, but his arm was going to drop, so it's a technical submission. And it was a way of doing that in Atlanta, but I agree with you. It was the worst match of the night. It probably had the lowest expectations. It didn't do anything to change that. And the good thing about it is, because Gunther works a really stiff, hard style, it didn't look like Goldberg was hurt at all. He had a couple little drips of blood a couple places, but that comes you have a physical match. But yeah, it looked like everybody came out the way they came in, and good for them. And again, Goldberg he kind of was already retired, but now we can say he's officially retired. Okay. Yeah. Was there a moment, and I won't even say favorite, and I bet you I know what you're going to pick, but was there a moment in this Saturday Night's Main Event that stood out to you? Yeah,
the sleeper hold on Goldberg. I disagree. I think that Gunther should have beat him not using the Goldberg. I think that's a bad way for Goldberg to go out in a retirement match. Just because of the name that he is, the powerhouse. I think it dilutes his, not fully, but it does kind of dilute his legacy.
Sure, I gotcha. I mean, they're definitely trying to get, and this is one of the things I know you've come around. But one thing I really liked about Gunther is Gunther got over, and I don't mean to insult his moveset at all. I think he's really good. But he got moves over that were old school finishers instead of everything having to be a 75 flip senton or the most like elongated way to drop someone on their head, or all these things that it's predetermined, but you don't have to shine a light on the cooperation you have with your opponent. I mean, it's called working together because they do have to work together. An Irish whip doesn't work logically, so we're able to suspend disbelief. But the fact that he wins matches with clotheslines, power bombs, and a sleeper, I like the fact that, because that gets over how badass he is. We both grew up where someone hit you with a DDT, that was it. Now we see people get DDT'd on the floor and they kick out at 1.5. So and that just causes you to get injured because you have to come with more and more excessive finishers to end matches. I like the fact that he and his finishes are fairly simplistic moves that doesn't hurt him, doesn't hurt anyone else. I agree with you. I can see your point with it, but also some move he's been getting over. That's how he won the title back from Jay. So it's definitely his thing. And he didn't tap. I mean, similar to, it goes back to when Austin lost to Bret Hart years ago. He didn't tap, he passed out from the pain. So I'm so badass, I'm never going to tap. Michael Cole even called, he goes, Goldberg's not going to tap, but he might pass out. And there it is. There it is. All right, sir. So let's jump to Evolution. Well, hang on. Before we do that, let's, without our lunch review scale, but let's give it out of 5 stars. What would you give Saturday Night's main event? 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. How many stars you giving Saturday Night's main event?
3.
I'll give it 3 as well. I'm with you. And again, these are basically Raw or SmackDown on NBC. All right.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna go through again the matches quickly. We can talk about again favorite match, least favorite match, and moment that sticks out to you, whether for good or for bad. We have the night started off with Becky Lynch defending the Intercontinental Championship versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Becky won that with the smoothest looking backslide I've ever seen. You've got JC Jane, who's the NXT Women's Champion, defending against Jordan Grace. Jordan lost that match with Blake Monroe, who I know she came from AEW, but I don't really know anything about it. She turned heel, which again, any wrestling fan saw that a mile away. The Judgment Day women's tag team champions, they hold both. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defeated Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Sol Ruka and Zarya, who are from NXT, and the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kairi Sane, who represent Raw. Tiffany Stratton defeated Trish Stratus. In retaining the women's championship, Jade Cargill defeated Naomi, and an incredibly physical no-holds-barred match with Bianca Belair as the special referee. Stephanie Vaquer defeated Lash Legend in the finals of a Battle Royal. So Stephanie Vaquer will be going to Clash in Paris to challenge. I'm assuming it will be her brand's title, so to be whoever holds the Raw Women's World title. And then Naomi intervened and cashed in during Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley, who had, in my opinion, one hell of a match. But Naomi cashed in. I called it. She gets and wins the women's world championship for Raw. So again, I'm assuming unless something changes, we'll see it Clash in Paris. Stephanie Vaquer taking on Naomi. But with those 7 matches, which of those 7 is your favorite?
Rhea versus Io with Naomi taking the title.
Yep. I think that was a fantastic match. Yeah, it was a fantastic match before the cash in, and once you add in the cash in, especially, I mean, Naomi came in, I mean, she had a bloody face. I mean, you tell she took a lot of punishment from Jade, and to come out and cash in and had a little bit of a mini match. It wasn't like she came in, hit one move, and it's over. I mean, she had to do some competition, and Naomi winning that, and I love that. What about your least favorite?
Probably the NXT one. I didn't really care.
Yep. Partly because just didn't know any of the competitors. I used to be a huge NXT fan, and then when they decided they were going to make it like that Rainbow brand, that was one of Vince McMahon's last things he did, it took me out of it. Jordan Grace, I know a bit just because of her background with TNA. JC Jane, I know names. I really don't know anything about the backstory. It was a fine match, but I agree with you. And it's one of those matches that telegraphed that there was going to be a turn. You have this beautiful star who the baby face comes, hey, will you be my second? Even though Jordan Grace is this super powerful power lifter, legitimately, she needed someone for backup, and you could see it coming a mile away that there was going to be some type of a heel turn. But yeah, got NXT on an additional PLE, and we got that. All right, was there a moment of the night that stuck out to you? Would it be the cash in?
No.
What is
my moment of Evolution was the Charlotte Flair save of Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes,
dude, that was amazing, man. That was so good. It looked so. I mean, that was my favorite moment.
It is,
and just that team. I love the team.
Yes, you took the words out of my mouth. You know, in wrestling, there is a thing of making kind of an odd couple tag teams. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. this is actually working, and it's given two of their better singles wrestlers something to do. And so again, if you watch Raw this week, or maybe even then that's on SmackDown, but regardless, they are going to challenge the Judgment Day at SummerSlam, with it being 2 nights. I really am looking. I mean, I thought they were going to win it at Evolution. I definitely see them winning it at Saturday night at SummerSlam, and I'm excited for what this week. It also means you get Alexa and Charlotte on all the brands. That is as both singles and a tag team, and I think that by itself is really good. And I don't know if you saw the video or the photos, but it was really great to see going into Evolution. Tiffany, blanking on her name right now.
Tiffany Stratton or Trish?
No. Shoot, Alexa Bliss. I don't know why that's out of my part. Alexa Bliss actually coming into the arena with her daughter, and they're wearing matching Friend Fiend jackets. So I just thought that was adorable. So, all right. So that's our wrestling for recap. As always, that's fun. But you know what? I think it's time for the Nerd-a-Geddon.
Yes. All right, Brian. Why don't you explain what the Nerd-a-Geddon tournament of awesome is?
So each and every week, Bradley and I come up with a topic, and we select a tournament based on something we just want to see. So Bradley would pick 10 individuals from his side. I would pick 10 individuals from my side, and we will square off in a Nerd-a-Geddon tournament of awesome. That we will first off have 10 people that we will seed, and then eliminate 2 of them. And once we eliminate 2 in each bracket, they will face off to come up with one person or duo or whatever the case may be from my side of the bracket. The same winner of the side of the bracket for Bradley, who will face up in the finals to decide who truly is the winner of this week's Nerd-a-Geddon Tournament of Awesome. And this week, in honor of Superman 2025, we're going to run down the best, based on our opinions, the best villains facing Superman. And this is going to be fun for a couple reasons.
Yeah.
We've discussed who has really good rogues galleries or lists of villains, and I think we agree that number 1 would be Batman. Number 2 is Spider-Man. So Superman is not known for, he has a few individuals that are great, but as a whole, Superman is not known for having the best collection of villains, especially villains that are dedicated to Superman. So I'm very curious what your list looks like. Also, I'm curious if we have any overlap, and I'm curious who's going to win this week. Nerd-a-Geddon Tournament of Awesome.
You know, I'm going to guess that we're going to have some overlap in this one.
I assume so.
All right, you want to go first? Your 10, you want me to?
Why don't you go first? Because I went first last time, I believe.
All right, sounds good. All right, we are going to start with, I'm going to get the big gun out of the way first. I'm going to say here, Darkseid.
Going Darkseid.
Does fight the Justice League. However, it's usually a more of a fight between Superman and him. I'm putting Darkseid on the list.
All right. So Darkseid is your number 1.
All right, Darkseid. Okay, after Darkseid, I gotta get Doomsday, man. I gotta have Doomsday in there.
All right. Doomsday gonna be your number 5 pick.
Okay. All right, my personal favorite villain of Superman's is the imp from the 5th dimension, Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Mr. Mxyzptlk, absolutely. And do you think, given that, and then this goes a little bit into the Superman canon, everybody knows that Superman has a weakness for kryptonite. There's various versions. Most people are familiar with green kryptonite. But magic is another thing that he's really susceptible to.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get a Mr. Mxyzptlk on the big screen?
I mean, knowing that, okay, James Gunn's favorite Batman character is Batmite.
Yes.
Tells me that, yes, we will get a Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Okay.
And you know what? I think it would make a good movie.
Yeah.
I think that there's a good story to be told in this Superman's world with Mr. Mxyzptlk.
So fan casting, who would play him? I have a couple thoughts. I'm curious who would you cast as Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Pete Davidson.
Mm.
Pete Davidson would
Not
be my
my
Mr.
thought,
Mixer.
but I kind of like it. I think that could be it.
He's got the comedy, and that's what I want
Yes.
from Mr. Mixer. It needs to be
Yes.
comedy. It needs to be funny. And he's like, you're
Yes.
ruining my fun.
Yes.
Give me that,
Yes.
but also like, I'm just gonna magic you away and do whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my thought was, had he not passed away, R.I.P. Robin Williams would have been perfect because Mr. Flick is funny, but also has a darkness. So I thought about who could be funny and also dark, and the two names that popped up in my head was Jack Black, but then also Peter Dinklage.
Okay.
I thought that. So go ahead.
Jack Black needs to be Batmite.
Yes, sillier. Yes.
Yeah, Jack Black. And I buy Peter Dinklage, but okay, can you imagine a Batmite that is Jack Black in a Mr. Mixoplex that is Pete Davidson? James Gunn, call us.
So James Gunn, if you're listening, and we know you are, holla at your boys. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mr. Mixoplex, if I didn't tell you, was seat number 6.
Number 6 for Mr. Mixer. Okay. Next, man, you have to kneel before Zod.
Ah.
General Zod.
Okay. That was one of my favorite memories of, even as a kid, I rooted more for Superman villains. So I love the Gene Hackman, R.I.P. I love the Gene Hackman Lex Luthor, primarily just hearing him yell Miss Teschmacher. Miss Teschmacher! And Ned Beatty stole the moves from me. But honestly, General Zod, the way he said, kneel before Zod, I'm like, I kind of dig you, bro. So I'm with you with General Zod, and that's going to be your number 3 seed.
All right. And you know what? Eve comes back in this one and was done very well. Yes. The supporting cast was done very, very well in this movie. This is the best Lois Lane we've had.
The way they made her look very vapid with the selfies, but then she's like, no, it's and again, the way that they took, I love the fact that Jimmy Olsen's kind of a player. And Lois is like, what are you doing? Like, if the Lois or Perry, like, dude, what is the Jimmy magic, right? So, yes. All right. So, okay, so I said Zod is 3. Who's up next for you?
Next is, Brainiac.
Good pick.
Gotta have Brainiac in a villain's list.
All right. Brainiac is going to be your number 2. Brainiac is seated at number 2.
All right. I'm going to start with Darkseid versus Brainiac. This is going to be fun.
Assuming that you don't eliminate one of them, absolutely. Yes, sir.
That's right. And you got to go with the classic Lex Luthor. There's no way making this list without Lex Luthor.
All right, got a few re-rolls here. Luthor's going to be number 4.
Okay. All right, so...
And Lex Luthor, not Alexander Luthor, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going with bald Lex, not redhead Lex. Gotcha.
This one, man, like... I almost didn't put him on there because I don't really believe he's an actual villain. Especially a lot now.
Okay.
But Bizarro.
Nice.
Because Bizarro, man, he's more just misunderstood than anything else.
Absolutely. So Bizarro is gonna be your number 8 pick.
Okay, Bizarro. All right, man. Next, there was a time where Superman died back in the early 1993.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, and this person came. He was kind of. People thought he was Superman, but his favorite concept was the Daleks in Doctor Who, because they wanted to eradicate.
Yes.
The Eradicator.
Yes. And not Rhea Ripley.
Although, you know what? You could cast Rhea Ripley as the Eradicator, and
Yeah.
I would not be mad. I think there's way better things.
You may have to change the
Rhea
outfit
Ripley.
up a little bit, but I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah,
That would work well. That would work well.
We can fit Rhea Ripley into
Pretty
James
much
Gunn's.
anything. Yeah. If they did Sister Act 3, we could fit Rhea Ripley in there.
Oh, 100%.
Yes, sir.
And that may happen because I know Whoopi's kind of hurting for some stuff right now.
Woo! All right, so Eradicator's number 10. So your last pick will be number 9.
Oh, I should have 2 more.
Do you? Oh yeah, you
Should
do.
have 7
So
and
the
9.
next pick is number 9, though. So
Okay, the next one. Oh, the next one's gonna be number 9.
yep. So just to catch you up, Darkseid is 1, Brainiac is 2, Zod is 3, Luthor is 4, Doomsday is 5, Mr. Mythoplex is 6, 7 is open, Bizarro is 8, Eradicator is 10, and your next pick will be number 9.
So number 9 is going to be Ultraman, Earth 3 Superman. And then that, which means my number 7 choice is another name that has to be on the list. You can't get into a lot of good fights without Mongol.
Nice.
Mongol can go toe-to-toe with Superman. Yeah, I did not put the Hammer of Boresia in here, even though he did kick the crap out of Supes. That's okay. All right.
So I'm doing a quick check before I do my countdown. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We have 7 of 10. We have 7 of 10.
All right.
All right. So I thought a little broader because I thought about the entirety of the Superman canon and who have been folks that just vexed, annoyed Superman, because beating Superman is a high order, but the ones that seem to either challenge Superman or just get on his last good nerve. And when we talk about that, especially when watching, I mentioned it earlier, when watching the movie of Injustice, you can't have that storyline without the loss of Lois. You can't have the loss of Lois without the intervention of the Joker.
Oh, Brian, such
Yes,
a good
sir.
choice.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So Joker is seed what?
Yes. Oh, seed number 1.
Okay. All right. Next up, I tried to think of a villain or an adversary of Batman, of Superman that could stand toe to toe, and very few can. But this one at least would have a puncher's chance. So I'm going with Tef Adam, or as you may know him, Black Adam.
Black Adam is number 2.
All righty. Next up, the first one of ours that match, Mr. Mxyzptlk.
And Mr. Mxyzptlk is going to be your number 10.
Number what? 9?
No, 10.
10. Gotcha. All right. You love him, I love him, because all will hail General Zod.
Yes. General Zod is
the 70s shirt with the chest hair showing. That's
dude, yeah.
Yeah. All right, where's Zod?
I mean, that's my Zod too. That's number 9.
All right. Got to go Darkseid, sir.
Darkseid is going to be your number 7.
Next up, which I figured they were. I mean, they named him Ultraman, but I thought another great fit for this, as far as the clone of Superman, would have been my next pick, which is Bizarro.
Okay. Do you think that Ultraman's going to become Bizarro in the movies?
With the weight, and again, spoiler alerts, with him going into the black hole with all the debris, I can see him being damaged and coming back and identifying absolutely as Bizarro. I think that's what they're going to do.
Number 6.
Yep. Number 6. All righty. Another match. Brainiac.
All right. No. Okay, that is going to Brainiac will be your number 8.
I'm excited for whatever the version of Brainiac that we know there will be, just because in a world of AI, Brainiac fits in so well there. So I think that'd be really good. And then next up, I agree. I love Nicholas's portrayal of him, as well as Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor.
All right, Lex Luthor will be your number 4.
Very cool. All right.
Which means you have 3.
Yep.
And 5.
All right. So, next up, he killed Superman and made every day a doomsday.
That's right. All right, Doomsday is your number 5.
All right.
And which means
my
your final
number
pick is
three
number
pick.
3.
And this, while they may be number 3, to me, they are number 1. They are Batman's greatest adversary. They are the person that constantly fights Superman as a person, as an icon. They see both his value, but most importantly, the risk and threat he serves. And in some comic books, he actually aligns with Lex Luthor against Superman. Number 1, the Batman.
Okay. All right.
So
Fair
this is
enough.
going to
That's
be my
number
number 3.
Number
Batman
3
is
is
my
Batman.
last one on that list.
You know, only Brian S. Dennis can make Batman one of the best villains of Superman. Well done. There is
Thank you.
enough there to
Thank
make
you.
it happen. There's a whole
Thank you,
movie
thank you,
about
thank
it. All right.
All
Well done.
right.
And I'm actually a little disappointed in myself.
I
not
was really
knowing.
like, I wanted Brad to do this too. Yeah. Because there's
Right.
so much in the comics and in the movies. Again, Martha, like they don't vibe. They do not vibe. So yeah.
They eventually vibe, but
Yes.
that's okay. That's okay. That's
Yes,
all right.
yes.
All right. Fair enough. So, let's see here. Mine, I have Darkseid, Brainiac, General Zod, Lex Luthor,
Yes, sir.
Doomsday, Mr. Mxyzptlk, Mongol, Bizarro, Ultraman, and the Eradicator. You have Joker, Black Adam, the Batman, Lex Luthor, Doomsday, Bizarro, Darkseid, Brainiac, General Zod, and Mr. Mxyzptlk. Brian,
Yeah.
we're going to do your strikes right now. Who don't you want to lose?
Number 1 that I don't want to lose is Batman. I'm not sure if he comes out of my bracket, but I want to see how far Batman goes with some of these really high-powered folks. And then, Jessica, I want to hear the voice again. The Joker. Give me one more.
Oh, Brian in the know to get it. Tournament of Awesome.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I don't want to lose number 3, and I don't want to lose number 1. Let's see what happens.
Well, you just lost Bizarro, number 6.
Okay, I can live with that. I would love, though, someone to really, and probably just an animated version, because I think Bizarro's best when he's animated. I would love someone to take a really deep dive into like Bizarro and Solomon Grundy, because I think they're so off-center characters.
Yeah.
You could have some really good stories regarding either of those.
I have bad news. I did roll a 1 or a 3.
I hope it's a 1. Let it be a 1.
It is a 3.
Ah!
Is
We
out.
will never know. We will never know. Ah, that's okay. That's all right.
All right.
But
All right.
honestly, I'd rather him be struck than lose, because you know what? No one's taking Batman out. All right.
Right.
Okay. All right, sir. Okay, so now you want to do your strikes. I want to run through my bracket.
Let's do my strikes, then we'll
Okay,
run through.
sir. So any ones you don't want to lose?
I really don't want to lose Mr. Mxyzptlk,
Fair.
and I really don't want to lose Darkseid.
All right.
So
So
1
for you,
and 6.
it would be 1 and 6. Okay. By the way, what if Mr. Mxyzptlk and Zatanna had a baby?
I mean, maybe in the 5th dimension, that could definitely be a thing.
All right. Well, I did my double. I did my rolls. So you lost starting off number 2. You lost Brainiac.
Okay, all right, that sucks for me, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm okay.
But the other one does suck because you lost number 6. You lost Mr. Mxyzptlk.
I lost Mr. Mxyzptlk. Oh, he figured out how to say my name. That's fine. Okay.
All right.
We both
Yes,
lost
sir.
one that we wanted.
Yes. By the way, you ever imagine Mr. Mxyzptlk in school? Like that roll chart? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That'd be so
All
awesome.
right.
I actually
Okay.
want to see that.
Yes, right. Okay, so I'm gonna run through. And what about Mr. Mxyzptlk versus the Imp Boy, the Devil Boy, right? So
Ooh.
yeah. All right. So before we go too far in the fan casting, let's do our countdown or our verses.
All right,
So
let's
for
go
me,
to
my
round number
first one's
2.
gonna be Doomsday versus Lex Luthor.
Your first one is going to be Joker versus
Oh, I'm
Black
sorry.
Adam.
I totally misread my bracket. So it is Joker versus Black Adam, correct?
Yep.
All right. So if this is just a straight up one-on-one, and I envision these more like a Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. Like there's not a whole lot of time to plan. They're just put into each other's world, and one's gonna go against the other. And as much as I love the Joker, he's not gonna be able to outpower Black Adam. So we're gonna eliminate Joker, and Black Adam moves forward.
All right, Black Adam is going to go here. All right, Black Adam. So next is going to be Lex Luthor versus Doomsday.
That's where I misread. Okay, Doomsday versus Lex. This one, because Lex, even with very little time, similar to the Batman, can always plan. I think Lex comes with a way not to destroy Doomsday, but to neutralize it. So I'm taking Lex over Doomsday.
Okay. I mean, it's hard to say that the best Batman villain, his arch nemesis isn't going to go that far. But you had probably his 2 biggest nemesis right there, Lex Luthor and Doomsday.
Absolutely.
Next, you got Darkseid versus Brainiac, which this has happened.
Right, and I'm trying to think about how that's played out. You have a seemingly indestructible, omnipotent AI, then the library of a planet, versus a literal new god.
Yeah.
I feel. Ooh, this is tough. This is a total heart pick. I like Darkseid more than Brainiac, so I'm taking Brainiac. I'm taking Darkseid over Brainiac. That is a heart pick.
But that is the right decision, I think. I don't see how you go.
I feel like the Omega Beam would eventually get to Brainiac's CPU, and then we're good. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Here it is: General Zod versus Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Oh, Mr. Mxyzptlk. If he can take down Suit with some magic, as much as we all hail Zod, he's gonna take down General Zod. All right.
Okay. All right, Brian, give him to me, man.
Luthor versus. Okay, so you want me to finish up or switch to yours?
We'll switch to mine.
All right. Cool.
Well, you know what, dude? Let's go all the way through for you.
All right. Cool. All right. So this one,
Black Adam versus Lex Luthor.
This one, again, I think Lex can outsmart Black Adam and get him to say the word Shazam. So I'm taking Lex over Black Adam.
Well, all right, man. That's a
pick,
decision.
Right? That is a decision, right?
All right.
I may have lost the tournament with that one, but next up we got Darkseid versus Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Yep.
Darkseid would just dispatch him quickly, so I'm keeping Darkseid over Mr. Mxyzptlk.
All right.
And now we get Lex versus Darkseid. Darkseid is outside of the Batman. Darkseid is my favorite adversary of Superman, so Darkseid's taking out Lex.
Okay. All right, that is fair. All right, Brian, it is time for me to go through mine.
So your first one's going to be Darkseid and Zod.
You know what? I mean, this is going to be a good fight, which honestly, I'm surprised they haven't really been aligned.
Right, that's a good point.
Which, like, can you imagine Zod going to New Genesis?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, awesome, man. Dude, it's got to be Darkseid.
Gotcha.
God,
it would be a good fight, but again, the same way we've talked about it with Suit, Zod has less skills than Superman. So Darkseid holds on against Superman, he would definitely beat Zod. All right.
Yeah.
So that takes us to Luthor and Doomsday.
You have the same one.
Exactly.
You know what, man? I think this one. So Doomsday killed Superman.
Yep.
Because Superman has compassion.
Yes.
And he isn't really going all in. However, Lex, in all these things, he knows about kryptonite. He knows about the things. You know what? I'm not going to take Lex. I'm taking Doomsday.
All right. So I'm going to eliminate Lex. So next up for you is going to be Mongol, who was definitely right there. Batman displaced Mongol. We were right there. So we got Mongol versus Bizarro.
Okay, now this one, I'm putting Bizarro in here just as more like a wild card type situation. I feel like he's just gonna get mad and accidentally, like, pretty much just kill Mongol. I mean, but yeah, Bizarro for sure is gonna take Mongol.
Okay.
This one.
Does it make is it different if it's Bizarro versus Mongol versus Bizarro versus Warworld?
Ooh.
Now this is Mongol versus Bizarro. That's how we should run this.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if the setting was on Warworld, would that change your pick? Just hypothetically.
Yes, because then Mongol has the home advantage. Mongol, the arena. I mean, he's got. Yes, Mongol would take that.
So before I let you go forward, here's just a quick fan cast I had. Put Warworld in the universe of Transformers, and Warworld is a Transformer, similar to Cybertron.
Love it.
Think about that. Think about that. Okay. By the way, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a headmaster so much. I'm like, just give me like the suit and I just ride a Transformer all day. Okay. I used to tell my mom, this is a true story. I used to tell my mom when I turned 18, I was gonna change my first name to Optimus. And dude, the day I turned 18, I gave it more consideration than I probably should have. Okay. All right.
Oh, man.
Getting back to this, that takes us to Ultraman versus the Eradicator.
I think I'm gonna go Ultraman here because he's pretty much Superman. You know, he's got all. He's Zod. He's Zod.
He is Superman.
3.
He is Superman. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to get this back, you had the Eradicator over Ultraman. Is that correct? Oh yeah, Ultraman over.
No, I have Ultraman over the Eradicator.
Okay, make sure I had that correct. Okay, so what I'm showing for you before we go forward is we've got Darkseid, Doomsday, and Bizarro versus Ultraman. Is that correct?
That is correct.
You have some themes in both of your battles. These are mirror images of each other on both sides. So I don't know if there is a wrong pick here. So let's do it. Darkseid versus Doomsday.
I mean, Darkseid, just the Omega beams. I mean, just Darkseid is the new god, man. I mean, like, gotta go there. Gotta go there.
I just came up with the game that I'm going to debut next week of worst jobs in comics. And because you know what I thought about? What could be one of the worst jobs? Being Darkseid's optometrist.
Yeah.
Look. I got it. Okay, is it 1 or 2? 2 or 3?
And then you get Keith David's voice coming out, you know?
Oh, God, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Okay. Can you imagine being a pet store owner? Aquaman wants a fish. You tell me, sir. Okay. Oh God, can you imagine being a sushi chef and Aquaman walks in?
Oh, dude.
Bruh, like
Yep.
Okay, all right, okay, and then next up in your final, in your semifinal one is Bizarro again. Mirror images. Bizarro. One's got this bad acne. Bizarro versus Ultraman.
I think I'm gonna go Ultraman, the Superman from Earth 3. I mean, he knows how to work in a team. He's got Bizarro.
Bizarro's just broken.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes it one of my favorites. There's such a sympathetic piece to Bizarro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they need to give Bizarro, and maybe they've done it in common, they need to give Bizarro like a young kid, like a teenager who's innocent to kind of go with him in the world to kind of center him. All right.
Well, so for a while, Bizarro was part of Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Yeah.
It was Red Hood, it was Artemis and Bizarro, and I'm missing one person.
Okay.
Might have been Aqualad, or it might have been an Atlantean, I think. But yeah, dude, Artemis and Bizarro. It was a really cool team, actually. It was a really cool team.
Got you. Yeah. And Artemis is one of those lesser. I mean, we see it in the anime, like with Young Justice. Artemis is an undersold character who is absolutely fantastic. But in your finals, you've got Darkseid versus Ultraman. Who you picking?
I'm taking Darkseid, man. We're
All
taking Darkseid versus Darkseid. Darkseid's winning.
Yep. This is only the second time we've ever gone through and had A versus A here. So yes, we've got Darkseid versus Darkseid. We got the Omega beam. You've got the Pits of Apocalypse. And again, you've got the Thanos chin on Darkseid's forehead.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Thanos' chin and Darkseid's forehead are almost identical. All right.
Oh, I love it. All right, man.
Friend, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun, and that was good. That was really good. Brian, we got some games. Let's do your game first, and then I got a game for you.
Mine's gonna be pretty quick. I just got 3 this or that. So what I did was I took the various actors who have played 3 supporting actors or 3 supporting characters in the Superman franchise, and I'm just curious, given these hypothetical situations, which one do you take? So first off, we've got a fire juggling contest. So we're gonna go with the actors that have played Perry White. We've got Jackie Cooper, old school. We've got Lawrence Fishburne, and then we've got the heir apparent Wendell Pierce. Which one of these do you think would be the best fire juggler?
Dude, Wendell Pierce, because he does juggle fire every day. Wendell Pierce, dude, I love that. He's such a good actor. He's in so much stuff that I just love.
He is the best part of Elspeth. He absolutely is. If you're not watching Elspeth, he is the best part of Elspeth. All right, so now cage fighting. So someone's gonna take on like Ronda Rousey or Marina Shafir. We've got Terry Hatcher. Who was in Lois and Clark, Erica Durance from Smallville, my personal favorite. And then Elizabeth Tulloch from Superman and Lois, also from Grimm. If you go Wales,
love Grimm. And Grimm is getting a reboot.
I heard. Did you also see
either
that
a reboot movie or a show?
I think it's a show, but did you see that Scrubs is getting a reboot?
I did.
And they've got Zach Braff. So basically Turk, Elliott, and JD, and I'm blanking on actors' names right now. They've signed on with the actor played I'm curious what they'll do with the Carla character, because the actor that played Carla is actually starring in High Potential. So I'm curious how they will handle if she's in it, it's off screen, she makes some guest spots, or they somehow write off. I hope they don't have Turk and Carla split. I would rather that not happen, but we'll see how that goes off.
Yeah.
But regarding cage fighting, Terry Hatcher, Erica Durance, or Elizabeth Tulloch?
Elizabeth Tulloch, man. I feel like she can fight. She can fight.
All right.
Willing pretty close with Erica Durance. But I haven't seen her in anything else, but just between Grimm and Superman, Superman, we're gonna go with it.
That is fair. And then finally, and this one I will say, there is only one right answer, which is who is the creepiest sleepaway camp roommate. And this is actor that played Lex Luthor. I remember, creepiest sleepaway camp roommate. Are we going Gene Hackman? Are we going Jesse Eisenberg? Or are we going Kevin Spacey?
We're going Kevin Spacey.
We are 100% going Kevin Spacey.
We are going Kevin Spacey.
Yes. By the way, if you're ever in a, and I'm not trying to minimize very horrendous things, but if you're ever alone with any space with Kevin Spacey, call for Superman, Batman, the Justice Gang, the Justice League, the Justice Society, Just Us, anybody you can find, call for them. All right.
Yeah. Yes. All right.
All right, sir, your game, my friend.
All right, Brian. I have a constellation for you today.
Oh,
so
God,
what I'm going to do here.
All right, I've been pre-gaming, so we'll see how well this goes. All right.
I need you to connect Superman to Mr. Fantastic. So I need you to connect David Cornsweat to Pedro Pascal. David Cornsweat, he's been in a couple movies, so that had some bigger stars in there. So you got a ways to go there. I think you can do this. I tell you what, I can do this in 2.
You did it in 2.
2.
And again, I always want to clarify 2 between David and Pedro, correct?
Yes. two
Okay.
actors.
By the way, I loved him so much by the way, also I'm trying to buy time as I think this through. But truthfully, I mean this. I loved probably nobody since Christopher Reeve. I loved his portrayal of Clark. He was really good as Superman, but sometimes the hardest part of that character is how do you pull off Clark Kent? And he pulled off Clark Kent incredibly well. So that was, I got to give him credit for that. Okay. All right. So now we're looking at connecting him to Pedro Pascal. Okay. Which ever since you mentioned it, and I can't wait to see the movie next week, but ever since you mentioned it, I can't get over the fact that Mr. Fantastic has a mustache. Because right, he's never had one. He's never had one. So okay, so let me think here.
Sometimes, man, you're just asking for some punishment.
See, I feel like you're giving me a hint, which I appreciate.
You know, and also, Brad, I'm going to give you another hint too.
Yes, sir.
You've already talked about this character today. The two people that you need, I gave you a hint for, and you talked about the character, one of their characters today.
Oh God, that doesn't help. Okay.
Those are the best kind of hints.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me. All right. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I might have it. Hang on.
You got it? Okay. Did my hints help?
I'm thinking. Okay. Okay, so gotta be Twisters. It's gonna take us to Spy Kids. I think I got it. I'm trying to, because it's one of those things like I bet these two actors have been in the same movie, but I'm trying to think of what movie I've seen them in.
Okay.
Why am I not grasping this? So here's okay. So because I'm gonna tap out if I can't think of this. So my head went to connecting. Oh shoot! I just forgot his name just that quick. Superman to Glenn Powell because they were in Twisters together. And then I went Glenn Powell to Antonio Banderas in what the hell were they in together? They were in something together and I'm blanking. So here's what I was gonna do, because now I pregame too hard. So here's what I was gonna do. I was gonna go Robert to Glenn Powell to Pedro. I'm sorry, Glenn Powell to Antonio Banderas, and then Antonio Banderas to Pedro. I swear Antonio Banderas and Pedro Pascal have been in a movie together, but I can't think of it. So I will tap out and let you take me through it, sir.
All right, man. David Cornsweat was in the TV series We Own This City with John Bernthal, the Punisher.
I knew you'd give me a Punisher hint. Okay.
The Punisher was in two movies with the Batman, Ben Affleck, the accountant.
Sure.
And Ben Affleck was in the Netflix movie Triple Frontier with Pedro Pascal.
I would have never gotten it with Triple Frontier. Flowers, sir. Flowers.
Good, dude.
Flowers.
Yeah, I found that one on accident when I was going.
Flowers.
Through
I
stuff.
gotta give you that one. Flowers, sir.
All right,
All
man.
right.
You got an
Ready for an
honest
honest
ad
ad?
for us.
All right, here's my honest ad. And you guess the theme, we're talking about Superman. So here's my honest and effort to be fair ad regarding Superman.
Okay.
Some people call him a bird. Some call him a plane. He's faster than a speeding bullet, if you ask Lois Lane. He's a member of the Justice League and works at the Daily Planet. How no one sees through those glasses makes you say, damn it.
Just on it.
He's a comic book icon born in the 30s, but he's almost too perfect. I prefer to see him flying dirty. For the Superman character, this becomes the debate, is how unrealistic is the character, even though we all know he's great. He's stronger than Hercules and quicker than the Flash. That can be a problem if Lois Lane is asked. He's almost perfect, from his boost to the S curl on his head. His only weakness is a box full of kryptonite toys that can be found under his bed. My honest ad is Superman.
All right, well done, man. Well done. Hey, who's your?
My Better Human of the Week is got to give it to Neil Gaiman. I've just so loved Sandman as a whole, especially Sandman season 2. So Neil Gaiman wrote the original books as well as was a guiding force with the television adaptation for Netflix. So Neil Gaiman's got to be your flowers. You make great content. Been doing it since the 90s. Fantastic. So Neil Gaiman is this week's, for me, Better Than Us Human of the Week.
I have two. I have my one. I have my tag team partner over here, Brian S. Dennis, for the birthday. I also had a birthday party went to today for a young little girl, Hazel. So cool story.
Great name. I've always loved the name Hazel. That's a great name.
Yeah. So the girl that I work with now, Jen,
Sure.
we found out she's related to my wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're cousins.
All
so
right.
we went over and celebrated Hazel's birthday. Happy birthday, kiddo! You're amazing, and I hope your birthday is great. And the party was even better. With that, man, I think it's time to start putting a fork in it.
Let's do it. You know what? I'm forking done. All right, sir. Well, I will lead off. So again, thank you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, for surviving the pandemic and coming out nerd positive. You joined Bradley and myself for the best part of our week. So my words of wisdom as you go out into this week is remember a couple things of sage advice for your buddy Brian is number one, never retreat, never surrender, and of course, Goonies, never say die.
Remember, friendship is like peanut yourself. Everyone can see it, but only you get the warm feeling that it brings. Every time you feel stupid, you just got a little bit smarter, and squirrels' cheeks are their nut sacks. And if dinosaurs evolved into chickens, then people who eat dino nuggets are really eating dino nuggets.
Dino nuggets, yes.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, folks.